Good morning.
Good morning.
Today is the 12th of January 2017. It is a Thursday. It rained a lot. The farm show is going on, which I call the Millionaires County Fair, and they have people kissing the cow. And I don't advise that at all. Do not kiss the cow. Would you kiss the cow?
No, you don't let your kid walk up.
Would you do it though?
No, I don't go licking cows.
What would you let?
I don't shake hands with them either.
Don't shake hands with the cow. Don't kiss the cow.
I'm afraid of cows.
Really? You should be afraid of bulls, but cows, I don't think you should be afraid of.
I told you that's.
No, well, we're
That's another story.
that is another story. I don't remember that, but I don't think a cow ever did anything mean to you.
No, you go out
It's
to the
probably
field
a bull.
and what they do is they know the farmer, so when they
This
see him
thing-
walking through, he's going to give food. I'm cutting on the Appalachian Trail, coming across a field, and these cows circle me like, you know.
Where's our food? Right.
Yeah, and I just didn't understand why they wanted to get so friendly.
Because they wanted to kiss.
And they're big, and they move, and they sound like trucks blowing their horn at you.
Yeah.
But that's that.
Okay. So anyway,
It's early.
it's funny ways. This is take two. We were discussing the independence coming through the Straits of Gibraltar. The Soviet ships meet up with you, and I gave a brief current event analysis of what's going on.
Yeah.
Israel, still a problem today. Syria, still a problem today. Russians, still a problem today. Israel's doing the 10-hour war with Egypt, and the war of attrition with Egypt. The Soviets are always trying to increase the amount of ships that they can have in the Mediterranean.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the first thing that happened to the ship when we went through was we did the change of command thing, where the fleet that was in the Med, we relieve them, they go home, and then we take the watch, and that was the old USS Roosevelt.
Old USS.
And there was a little odd story there. In the boot camp, when you first went in, they had people from Pittsburgh, so everybody from Pittsburgh went through it one time. And one of my friends there was assigned to go onto the Roosevelt. They flew him to meet the ship in the Mediterranean.
Why?
He picked it up and rode it home. That was Jim Hogg, and I picked it up in Norfolk and with the ship to the Med. He'd been on to other things, but the fellow that was there transferred out, you know, and they have to have so many people.
Okay.
And I just thought it was unusual they went to those lengths to give them a ride home.
Well, they probably have to meet
Yeah.
specific requirements, minimum ships list.
Specifics, yeah.
Yeah, government
Because we
required.
can. Yeah.
And because they can. So also the PLO, which isn't the PLO yet, hijacks a plane from Los Angeles to Tel Aviv and takes it to Syria. Okay, so that is happening at the same time that you're in the Mediterranean. July 1969.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to go to Tel Aviv.
Right.
Okay, so goes to Syria, and the Palestinians are involved, but it's not Yasser Arafat yet. He may be involved somewhere along there, but it's not entirely clear to me where his influences lie.
Yeah. Well, at that point, most people think when you get a med cruise, you're just going to go touring to Spain and France and Malta, and those
That'd be
things did happen
wonderful.
on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But we found ourselves circling. The whole fleet was down around Sicily, traveling in a pattern. There's a circle.
Sicily.
Yeah, southern tip of Italy, close to the Suez Canal. And we wake up one morning, and every plane was fully armed. I can say this much, that our fighters can carry 3 times their weight in armament.
Wow.
And those wings are just hanging from under the weight.
Droopy wings.
Oh, just droopy wings. And every passageway you walk by, there were pallets and pallets of bombs and missiles and things to be thrown on the plane, and all the lifers are going, we're going to war. We're going to war. But they were convinced, buddy. They were going to get the uniform. I get it ready for another patch. You know? They're going to get another one, another stripe.
Another stripe.
Yeah, I'm going to ship for but as oddly enough, Arafat, I believe it was Yasser Arafat, was the hanging out at the side of the airplane saying we're going to blow it up, and you're at home watching the pilot crawling out that little pilot window, hanging and dropping to the runway. But they came to a resolution real quick. Next day, it was all neatly put away. I don't know where they put it. I don't know where they got it from on that boat, but they settled it, and then we went back, and not much more was said about it.
Just patrolled.
Yeah, that patrol was over.
So it wasn't until September 11th, 1969, that the 10-hour war.
Yeah.
So you had from July to August, 2 months of pretty much.
Well, the next
Peace.
thing that out of the
Calmness.
rule that happened was we went to Malta, which is going to be one of those tours. We go
Malta.
Yeah, the little island of Malta. We got kicked out. The communists kicked us out. They came down and beat up the shore patrol with baseball bats and stuff. And I had been there the day before, so I missed that. But they very quickly said no, all liberty, and they pulled up and said we're not going back to there again.
So the Soviets, not necessarily
Those were
Soviets,
just
but
communism.
just
man,
communism.
There's always a struggle with communism, and at that time also the northern part of Italy was going communist.
Northern.
When we were in Toronto, there's a Toronto, Italy. We were told very specifically to stay away at certain parts of town because if we got captured or picked up, kidnapped, there's not much they would do for us.
Oh.
Well, it was comforting. So all that comes about now where sailors today going on Liberty are not in uniform. Now, I think we were one of the last groups to wear uniforms on Liberty because we're too easy to see.
Just white or just whites?
No, just civilian clothes.
No, I mean when you were in you wore the white.
Yeah, it was blues because it was cold.
No.
It was cold by then, so we were in our dress blues. Yeah, and I remember buying those the salesmen selling the hot chestnuts on the street.
Mm-hmm.
They were fantastic. I got my interest for roasting chestnuts from that event.
So were the people of Italy friendly towards the Americans?
Oh
at that
yes.
time?
Oh, they just loved us. We had the habit of going outside of town to the little communities, and we would sit there and start talking with the people, get a conversation, and they would all like to come up and try to talk in English. You know, yeah, my English is not so good. You learn a lot of things.
Well, your Italian's pretty good.
So, and then they're all giving you their phone number and stuff. So they call us. I want to become an American. So, and they're always helpful. Even though I thought, well, when you go to the stores, everybody there speaks several languages. We don't. I don't. I just knew one. But they're also grateful to. I know someone who speaks English, and we'll help you make your purchase and stuff like that. No matter what country it was, too, they're always helpful. They like to speak English.
So what would you possibly buy in Italy?
Souvenirs.
I mean, grocery stores? Did they have grocery stores there, or restaurants?
Yeah, like a 7-Eleven. Not the modern type of 7-Eleven. Place you can get snack and soda, sandwich. Yeah, everything wasn't sold by a vendor on the street.
Okay.
And those food carts, even like they do today, you can get the hot dogs on the street.
So was there still war damage from World War II, or had they pretty much rebuilt?
It wasn't evident in Italy, and when you went to Greece, it was totally gone. As a matter of fact, Athens was so modern it looked like Houston, very wide streets and stuff. And Athens, Greece, I definitely cannot figure my way around because those signs were only in Greek. They weren't in multiple languages. And my one experience, we're walking around town trying to figure out where are all the stores. All I see is these buildings. But they had this very modern subway system. We went down into the subway entrance, and there's a big mall underground. All the shops and stores were down in the subway. There's a main subway station, and I was afraid to take on one of those trains. And I wanted to go on a sub train. So where would it go? But I knew I would probably never figure the right one to come back.
I'm surprised that there would be a subway system on an island. Greece is an island,
No,
right?
it's not. No.
Greece is not an island.
Athens, Greece, no.
My geography is
Yeah. Big Air Force Base there. That's what's there.
okay.
That was my first
So-
casino, the Athens.
So the underground shopping center, was it deep underground, like, or was it shallow?
It's like
underground?
no, just like if you were to go to New York or DC and it goes
Just
down.
right underneath the surface.
Yeah,
Okay.
you take the. I guess there was an escalator going down.
Well, the older subways, like the one in Philly, is just
No.
underneath, and the one in some parts.
Yeah,
is
with just the path of where the train went by,
there's just a layer of the concrete and
Yeah.
a steel box and something like that.
or
It's
just under the street.
not bomb resistant, is what I'm trying to get at. So it wouldn't
No.
survive a
Maybe first attack.
bombardment.
No.
So it's not designed to be a military strong point. It's just
No.
convenience of planning.
No place to go in a storm or something like that.
Okay.
Like the England used their subway system as
They're deep though. They
Yeah.
built their subway system deep.
They-
So I've read.
that's where they survived the German attack. No, I didn't get that impression from those. Oh, then we just I did get the vacation part. It's been France, Cannes, France for Christmas. Snow in the Alps, snow on the flight day.
So that was the end of the tour.
Yeah, that was the big excitement, and that was really enough. Coming back, we did the exchange again. Where I forget what ship relieved us, and took 3 days to cross. And
That's quick.
yeah, well, oh yeah, the fly off. The pilots in that leave shortly after we go through the Straits. All the pilots get in their planes, and that pilot that would not fly a plane because the wingtip light was out, there was no such thing as a plane that could not fly. That fellow in the cockpit was just shoved around with Christmas presents, and every possession he had, he's in there like this.
Oh my gosh.
Fly this thing, fly this thing.
In the cockpit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not the pilot so much, but the fellow in the back seat.
Okay.
And we were surprised that all of a sudden how well these planes, they trusted them, and
So
they would be home in a matter of minutes.
Oh, they didn't go to the next ship. They went
No,
home?
they flew right back to Oceana, Virginia, and then we followed up, and those were the days for to entertain us. There's not much to do, so we had the boxing matches. So when people don't get along, so the crewmen who were upset with their supervisors would challenge them, and they said, "We'll settle it in the boxing ring." Navy loves boxing, and it was the funniest thing that show.
Didn't they blindfold?
They would put them in, and they blindfold the crewmen, and and give him tie one hand behind his back and put one glove on him, and then the other, they didn't know about the other naval officers had broom handles with gloves on the end of them, and as they put several of them in the ring, and they're all swinging trying to hit somebody next to them, and they would bump them with that broom handle, and it would just, somebody else would walk right into a punch, and they just drop, and they get up mad, and it's come up swinging, and it was
The chain reaction.
it was one of the funniest things. You had no idea that that's how they were going to let them settle their arguments. All these little hotheads and some novelty things.
So today I did pretty good. I didn't swear at all. I didn't say anything
You
offensive.
listened a lot.
I listened, and I apologize for offending people, because that's something I work on every day. Not swearing, being.
Yeah,
It's a good story, Dad. That was a good story.
Oh, there are lots of little stories.
So just about out of time. And
Then when
30 seconds.
you're entitled to that gallon of free alcohol, or duty-free alcohol.
Duty-free alcohol.
Duty-free alcohol when you come back. You buy these packages, and they've got 5/5 in them. And being not a drinker, our chief says, "I'll buy your alcohol from you." So I said, "Okay, we'll do that."
Was it rum?
That was
think-
one of the 5 things. Yeah, Puerto Rican blue rum. Puerto Rican
Blue
flame.
rum, that's
High octane stuff. So we pull up the thing. I have my box, and
10
then I
seconds.
see the chief. He's there with those big station wagons, and everyone's lining up, giving him these bottles, and he's giving you the money, buying it from you. And I get off the plane and go to New York. Go to get a cab and go home.
Thank you for watching. We'll talk again tomorrow.
No fan.